Mustard. You know, like the longest yeah boy ever? We made it. It's Friday. I'm feeling good. Hope you're feeling good. As always, I'm Talia. Welcome back to the Daily Brief. I can't believe it's finally Friday. I feel like we've been really powering through this week. We have so much to talk about today. Drake, obviously top of mind for everyone. Surprised, dropped 3 albums last night. So many disses, so many Easter eggs, so much to talk about. Jared Moskowitz, someone left a really disturbing, super anti-Semitic, angry, violent voicemail. And then we'll be connecting on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. The men of the wives are not expected to participate in this next season. Without further ado, let's get this party started. Drake dropped 3 albums last night: Maid of Honor, Iceman, and Habibti. You know the one. Lots of diss tracks, lots of mixed reviews, so much going on. As always, Tony, I know you came in hot this morning.
Look. Iceman, that boy Drake is up to something. You know that.
Whoa!
Jumpman,
that man up to something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know where I was going for. So
I actually have
Drake,
some ball knowledge.
Yes, you do, Talia. So,
Thank you.
so Drake released Iceman today, along with 2 other albums, Maid of Honor, and please forgive me if I butch this pronunciation. Habibti, I think it's pronounced.
I don't know.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yes. So Drake, he started off this album, I would say, with a lot of pent-up frustration. Like, one of the lines he talks about is like, people want to talk about a battle. I'm battling patience. I'm battling frustration. I'm about to turn 40, dog. I'm battling aging. Like, it seems like
he's old.
Yeah, he is about
aging.
to turn 40, which, like, I think a lot of people forgot. I forgot he's about to turn 40.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, so he talks about that, and it seems like he's had a lot he wanted to get off his chest, and he fired so many shots at a lot of people in the industry.
Who?
Let me give you them names, Talia.
Okay.
So, Jay-Z, J. Cole, A$AP Rocky, Dr. Dre, and this one was not shocking when you really look at their beef, but LeBron James, like
What?
he just got kicked out of the playoffs by the I forget. Please don't roast for my basketball knowledge, but they just got kicked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, and he's coming at Kendrick again. So when you look at like the substance of these disses, like it's really not much, but I like it left me wanting more. So let's actually get into what he said about these rappers. So let's start off with Kendrick. Dang, who is this guy for real? I guess I'm a magician. 100 million streams vanished. No one got questions. And I think he's referencing, if you remember earlier this week, some of Kendrick's songs on Spotify got taken down for a little bit. And it seems like he's accusing Kendrick of botting his streams, which is in like reality, like it's, come on, Drake. You can swing a little bit harder with that.
I was gonna say,
you know?
I didn't feel like he came for him as hard as I thought he would.
All right, well, listen to this.
All right,
says, so he takes a shot at the big 3 in rap, which everybody over the past, I would say, 10 to 15 years would say is Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
He said, a big 3 anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with. Because, you know, they did do they all have done songs together. And it seems like there's no more big 3. And I'll go through a couple more disses for you because there's a lot. A$AP freaking Rocky.
Wait,
get
this one blew my mind.
All right, get this, Talia. So one of the lines he says is, he's talking about Rihanna and A$AP's relationship. He was saying, your baby mama ain't even posted single. Damn, where's she at? You saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop your album and you back dissing. So if you look on A$AP Rocky's Don't Be Dumb album, like one of the songs, which was Stole Your Flow, because a lot of people say like Soulja Boy, and if you know that infamous video, Drake, you stole my flow. Yeah, whatever. You know what video I'm talking about. But that song Stole Your Flow, a lot of people think he's referencing Drake when he's saying that. And this is the line I showed you this morning, Talia.
He love
said,
this one.
KYSASAP, that's some ish that you could do for me.
That's
that was petty. That was so petty, Drake. Like,
damn. For those who don't know, KYSASAP is essentially saying kill yourself as soon as possible.
Yeah, like, damn, Drake, I didn't know you get down like that.
That was a crazy one.
And then I'll go through one more recent one. Rick Ross, he said on the song Make Them Pay, and I think that was actually one of the more clever lines from him. He said, dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. And I'm like, okay, a little bit of wordplay.
I like that.
Okay, it's all right. You know, Drake, overall, I would say I'll give this album off the first listen. If you look the volume of disses, I was so excited this morning when I saw this, because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get more of the beef. And then when you look into actually what he said, some of them it's okay, but like it left me wanting a little bit more. But I will say, this is Iceman, his rap is probably like it's good. I would say it's 7. Right. I would give it a 7 out of 10 so far, which is a step up. Have you listened to the other 2 yet? Man, why would you drop 3 albums on the same day, Drake? That's what I'm saying. How I can only work and listen to music for so long. Exactly. Like, so now I gotta listen to another like 20-something song. Like, come on, dude, I ain't got no time for it. It's Friday, you know. But I guess. Well, now we have a whole weekend's worth full of plans to look forward to. An album a day. Tony, thank you so much for the breakdown. I love a good rap deep dive. Oh yeah. We'll do this again soon. Yes. We'll see you later. We'll see if Kendrick responds. Hopefully he does. Manifesting something crazy. I doubt it. Thanks, Tony. So, bye. Bye. As we know, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, there's been some drama, but they are going back into production. But production sources have told us the men have banded together and refused to return to the show, demanding more money. So we should expect to not see the men of mom talk, the dad talk, if you will. Netta, welcome to the Daily Brief. This is your first time we've spoken with you. I'm so happy to be here. Do I look right here? Yeah, look right here. We're just looking each other in the eyes right now. Okay, cool. I'm really excited to talk about this. Wow. This is the best news I've gotten in like 2 months. Well, tell me why. Tell me more. So we are talking today about how allegedly dad talk is not going to be in the new season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I love it. I don't know if it's like completely true yet, but if it is, rumored to be. We've heard that they perhaps will not be participating. I think if it's true, justice has been served. I totally agree. Right? It's like, it was always called Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. The dads were always supposed to be like side characters. Agreed. Like if you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or any of the Real Housewives shows, the husbands are the side characters. It's all about the Real Housewives. Yes. They're the ones holding the diamonds and the oranges. Yes. I don't know what happened with dad talk. Well, I do know what happened. Dakota. Yeah. He was the leader and he's like, why are they so big and why aren't we big, guys? And he like spread this poison amongst these dads. And some of the dads are good. Like I would say Macy's husband. Yeah. Forget his name. I love the guy. Also forget his name, but he's a good guy, solid guy. But we gotta, men have everything. Yeah. They have, the presidency. Men have, exactly. Men have podcasts. Men have, larger wages. So it's like, let the women have one thing and let it be their TV show. But that's the thing, they couldn't. At the end of the day, they couldn't. And it kind of bit them in the butt. Because now, after all like the Dakota drama and stuff, first of all, Vanderpump Villa took Dakota out, and then apparently dad talk isn't featured in their promos. Whoa. And get this, you know how like every season there'd be more and more of the dads, and then people would complain, and they're like, this season was good, but there was too much of the dads. Yeah. So according to Macy, she thinks that dad talk was paying the editors under the table to put more footage of them on the show. So no way. They were, this was like a war. She posted this was like the Cold War. She like said it on a podcast or something. That's crazy. She like alluded to that the idea. Like in March, she said that. Wow. So I hope that's not true. It's 100% true. I mean, that's why there were so, in the latest season, it was like half dad talk. It was way too many dads. Well, I know the final decision hasn't been made whether they will be in or not. It's not looking too good. But I say men take the back seat and let the women drive. Absolutely. I agree with you, Talia. Well, Netta, thanks so much. It's been a real treat crapping on men with you this morning. I'm honored to be on the Daily Brief. Hey, we'll do this again soon. We better. Enjoy your day. Happy Friday. I'll see you later. Happy Friday. Jared Moskowitz has received some disturbing, not even some disturbing, incredibly threatening, anti-Semitic, hateful voicemails. We obtained some of these voicemails. They are disgusting, horrific, incredibly hard to listen to, and we got to talk about it. Anakin. Hey, Talia. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, look. Makes me sick. It does, but and maybe this is just the sad reality of growing up as a Jew, but
you're not shocked by it.
I am
I'm
not
not
shocked.
I'm not at all shocked. These are phrases
Yeah.
that I've heard many times before, and I imagine I'll hear many times again. And yes, it is devastating. It is deplorable, but it is
So
it is what it is. I guess it's almost a sad thing to say, but it is the
Yeah.
reality, right?
But like in the voicemail, he calls him the alleged caller, throws out some of like the craziest allegations that also like have nothing to do with being Jewish. Like crazy stuff about him being a pedophile and being like a secret agent reporting to the state of Israel and calling him a Jew pig, like just insane remarks to be making, especially over phone that
Yeah.
is easily traceable.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's interesting, right? Because I think a lot of the anti-Semitism that has been sort of hidden underneath the surface has come up, from the boil of the war in the Middle East,
For sure.
of the Epstein files. All of that stuff has sort of brought about I'll go as far as to say a rejuvenated sense of anti-Semitism has sort of come to the forefront.
I would agree
because
with
of
you.
those incidents, and yeah, I mean that's where I know I can attribute those
Yeah.
comments to. I know that's where they're stemming from. Does it justify them in any way? I don't think so. But
I concur.
but that is it's a one-to-one relation,
Yeah.
and we've been seeing it, right? Like we've been seeing a lot of anti-Semitism really blossom
Trending.
again, unfortunately, show its ugly head again because of what's been happening in the Middle East and the Epstein files, and all of that stuff has sort of brought it back to the forefront. The ironic thing, honestly, is that the more Israel is in the news, the less comfortable I feel, because I'm like, just I don't want this to spur what it has now spurred.
Yeah.
And it's like the less I can hear about it, the better, because I know then it's fine. Like
Yep.
this is going to
I-
stay under the surface, and I can cast a sort of healthy blind eye to it, because you can drive yourself crazy thinking about this for too long.
I never in my life, like growing up, grew up in like a super kind of Jewish area.
Yeah.
Never really experienced too much anti-Semitism. Recently,
Right.
I've been opening up Twitter. Like Twitter's kind of homepage is just the most an anti-Semitic
Yeah.
watering hole, if you will. And it's
Yeah.
really scary to see how comfortable people are
Mm-hmm.
just openly hating Jewish people, not even
Yeah.
like commentating on, political conflictions in the Middle East, not even commenting on, Israel and Zionism, but like purely getting it conflicted with Judaism and people who align with the Jewish faith.
Right, and I mean, look, I might go off a limb here to say that
Yeah.
those three are, to an extent, intertwined.
For
And
sure.
so the stretch of saying like, well, you can do this without doing this, gets a
Difficult.
little blurry. I understand that there's, for example, criticism of Israel is, if it's actual criticism, is totally
Valid.
like there's no defense.
Yep.
It's like, I don't agree with this policy, right? But the majority of people just say like, I think this is terrible and blah, blah, blah. And they don't actually point to specific policies. It's just kind of like, well, then is it criticism at all? And then it spurs into Zionism, which then spurs into Judaism. And then it's kind of like, well, know the difference between the three and understand what's criticism and what's not, and then understand what you're criticizing, right? And I feel like a lot of times it's like, I'm perfectly fine hearing people criticize like, I don't think the United States should be in this war with Iran.
For sure.
I disagree, but that's a perfectly valid criticism.
Yeah.
All of that stuff, and to bring Israel into the fold with that, well, that makes sense, right? But for you to say I don't agree with Israeli policy or what, which is a phrase I've never heard anyone who criticizes Israel in the United States say, it's also kind of like, well, but you don't live there, so are you the right person to be criticizing this at all? Everyone can have an opinion, but as long as it stays an opinion, right?
I agree.
It shouldn't divulge into hate.
Yep. I wonder, will there be any charges for this guy if they figure out who left these voicemails?
I mean, God, I would hope so, right?
Like
I
hate
mean, we've
crime?
seen it, but we've seen it before, right? We've seen it before where I don't think Kanye's been charged, as an example. I
No.
don't think Kanye's been charged with anti-Semitic rants and comments, but it certainly leaves a blotch big enough. And also, I think at the root, if you're able to express hatred so outwardly, there's other things that are at the forefront of your life that you can then get sued for. Absolutely.
Sure.
I think there's no doubt about it.
Very interesting. Well, keep your yarmulke on, keep your head high. It's Friday, Shabbat Shalom.
Yes. My earpiece flew out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hug a Jewish friend today.
Yes, absolutely.
And stop the hate, like, for anyone ever. Like, just be nice to each other. I feel like it's
Yeah.
not that difficult.
Just be respectful. You don't. There's no need for a tirade. It's never gonna help. Like,
No.
for as angry as you are, it's being evil, being rude, being disrespectful is never gonna help. It just won't.
Amen, brother.
It's a rule.
Well, golden rule, treat other people the way you want to be treated, the way I want to be
Exactly.
treated, is getting off the show and back to my desk, so I'll let you do the same.
Thank you.
Bye, Anakin.
Bye.
I'm gonna teach a Jewish culture class, because it's all like, come on, real Judaism is all about tikkun olam, which means repairing the world. It's all about peace, loving your neighbor, being kind to each other. It's nothing to do with what's going on politically. You just gotta be nice to each other and understand. Wow, we've been all over the map, from the Middle East and Jared Moskowitz's office over to Utah, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and then Landon back right in good old Canada with Drake. Folks, I hope you have a great weekend. I know I had a great week spending my mornings with you. As always, I'm Talia. This has been the Daily Brief. I'll catch you on Monday. Peace out.